what a rarity, a boy band where everyone can sing. As they prepare to head off on a brand new tour, they join us now.
Yes.
Good to see you guys.
Nothing's changed.
Yeah.
Well, apart from my hairline, that's not.
So nice to see you all.
Aston, you still look the same.
They all look the same, though.
Kind of, sort of, a little
I
bit.
think you do. Got baby face, yeah.
Love you. Come on.
Nice to see you guys.
See me.
Too.
So when did you first get back together? Was that last year, year before?
It was just...
20.
It was meant to be at the beginning of lockdown, and then we had to delay
There you
a couple
go,
of years.
that one.
So it was about 2023.
Yeah, we actually went on tour.
End of 22... No.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad this is professional.
Something like that.
2021.
They just come rolling up.
2021, we went on tour.
Yeah.
2023 was the last time we toured, so this is obviously going to be the first
so
time
nice.
in a couple of
Yeah.
years.
Well,
Right, yeah.
you know, the main thing is we got our boys back together.
Yeah.
So you're back. How are you feeling about it, Marv?
Can't wait, you know. The sales have been amazing already this morning to know that people are still coming to see us on an arena tour. So I must admit, being on an ITV show with Dermot, with these four, brings back PTSD, I'll be honest.
You're not the only one.
You know what I mean? Every single week, waiting for Dermot to say our name on the X Factor.
Exactly.
1 week, we were in the bottom 2 as well, and everything could have been so different. But,
Do you know, I rewatched that last night.
Yeah.
It gave me PTSD too. Because it was Rachel you were in the box.
Yeah.
She was a good singer as
Yeah,
well.
he was.
Yeah.
It's always, X Factor always did that, Joe. She always threw up kind of, like, because these boys were such stars from the very first audition, and you knew, and they were willing to learn, and they evolved, and they had the merch sorted, like which one. Like, because my dressing room was up in their dressing room, and they'd be walking out with, like, polo shirts and hoodies and, like, shearling tops. And I'd be like, how are they doing it? So we always expect them to go quite far, but every year we'd throw in, someone would always be in the bottom 2, wouldn't they, that you weren't expecting.
Well, you were second, but you've been the most successful band that come out of X Factor. I mean, can you believe this amount of success that you've had at Aston? From you know, because when you come second, they're always the ones that do a lot better than the actual winners sometimes, aren't they?
Do you know what's mad? That one particular year, Simon sat everyone down before the live show kind of kicked off and was like, this year, I know I've had a history of signing someone who's come second or third or maybe even fourth, just the winner. So just the winner gets the record deal. Kind of that kind of, I suppose, spurred us on as much as physically possible during the show. So when we did get second, we actually thought, oh no, this is kind of it. Do you know what I mean? This is it for us. It's a bit like we've kind of got to the final hurdle and kind of fell, but listen, we've...
It all worked out all right.
You've
been putting out bangers ever
Classic
since.
Simon, though. He said that, and then when they finished, it was like, well, I didn't really mean that.
Right.
That's true. Now you've got, now you've got the tour coming up. You're all looking pretty fit, but is it like, is it Rocky? You're sort of like, all right, let's get back in the ring, let's do it. Come on, got to get fit again.
We probably need slightly longer in rehearsals. No, to be honest, it's not much has changed, you know. We have a couple of weeks before the tour, before we go into production rehearsals, and that's when we have, like, all the bells, all the whistles, everything that we want to do for the show. We run it as a show. And those are pretty gruelling days, to be honest. Like, we're talking 8 till 8 or 9 or 10 sometimes.
Yeah.
But then once we're on the road, that's where the fun begins, you know, and you can just let loose. Now, it's very different, of course. You've got the kids backstage acting like they own the O2.
Yeah.
And all the other venues. But, yeah, you know, it's really, really special now.
And Arisha, are you the person that put the band together? Did you find everybody? How did you find them?
I mean, it's a very, 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 very long story. But I actually had the idea. I used to live in Nigeria. So I had the idea when I lived in Nigeria, because I was seeing a lot of male vocal groups in Nigeria, and there was a particular band called Star Plus that I used to listen to a lot. And actually, I wasn't looking to be in a band originally. I wanted to have my own label and sign a band. And then when I got back to the UK, I was being, you know, scouted for a lot of different bands and stuff like that. And then I thought, well, you know what, maybe now's the time I put my own group together. And then just, you know, through university and advertising and college and advertising and then MySpace at the time and connection with friends, just pulled the boys together and, you know, it's obviously the rest is history.
How did you know when you had something magic? Because obviously when you get together, there's something special about all of you. How did you know when you had it?
I think, you know, because I never had any experience in the music industry, I never knew what a record label, I never had a record label manager or anyone behind me. It was just like natural vibes, it was just energies, do you know what I mean? So you just kind of know when the energy's there, I just follow my instincts.
You could tell that, though. You could tell that. It was all very natural between you both. Like, some of them have been put together. It didn't quite feel right, but it was all...
Because every other band, if you think about it, has been put together by a company or a manager or someone that's had experience. I don't have no experience. I was just a kid who just had a dream.
Have your roles changed at all, as in within the band, as you've evolved? Like more people, like Aston, you involved like choreography, or how does it, like, who's the daddy in what scenario?
You're the daddy, are you?
It rotates, doesn't it? On a regular basis, it actually rotates.
Yeah. It does.
Which is actually weird this day and age. It's a bit like, I think everything business side was literally Jay. It was like, because this is the lawyer. Yeah. This is the lawyer right here.
There with the turkeys and the pigs.
Listen, I'm happy to read the contracts. And that's been very important over the years.
Yeah, quite right.
Honestly, T's and C's, this one is like, yeah, I'll sit here for 2 hours and get it easy.
Listen, you got to thank him for that.
Trust me. Yeah.
JP, is it true you're like a farmer now? You've got turkeys and everything?
Yeah.
And they're winning turkeys?
Yes.
Because
Kelly
they're
Bronze.
Kelly Bronze.
Shout out to
This is
Paul
not a
Kelly. This is going to be our 11th year, which I cannot believe. Like, it's unbelievable. And yeah, it's been amazing. And it's been great, obviously, like having this as kind of like the platform for all of us to jump off and do all our different bits and pieces. But to be able to come back and, you know, go on tour again, and obviously this year will be, I think it's like our 7th or 8th arena tour, you know, and to be going all over the UK doing 18 dates, you know,
Here's
it's
a
just
killer
unbelievable.
question. Are you cool to your kids? Or, like, are they still, like...
It depends. The other day I got a birthday card from my oldest. She said, Daddy, happy birthday. You're so cool, trendy and cringe.
At the same time?
Yeah, the same thing. But, you know, it's funny, though, because... I'll take it, for sure, 2 out of 3. But as the tour comes around, I feel like, you know, for all of us, you know, the requests start coming in for tickets. And my eldest is 11. Her mates want to come and see us play. So I'd like to think we've still got a little bit.
Yeah, maybe.
A little bit.
Just a touch.
A big happy birthday, Marv, because you were 40 and what a party.
Yes.
I mean, very schwanky.
Yes, it was amazing. Yeah, last Saturday night here in London, we had an amazing time, all friends, family, and, you know, my kids were there. So, yeah, it was huge. Massive night.
Yeah.
Still recovering, to be honest.
Yes.
And I got to ask, is Sam Thompson joining any of your tour dates?
Sam is basically the fifth member. He's been on stage with us loads. He's performed
Well, I've
with
said
us.
no, basically.
Here he is here. This was last summer.
No one's sorting out that choreography, yeah?
Exactly. And that is why Sam is staying firmly side of stage.
Do you know when we were in the jungle, they made up this sitcom. You were Lieutenant
Axwell Murph.
Axwell
Yeah,
Murph,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
They made up this whole sitcom, and I thought, God, why have we got to take this to Netflix? This is
100%.
amazing.
Let's do it, Joe.
It was so good.
Joe's not going to lie to you, I feel like you'd been in there too long.
Yeah.
I get where you're going with this.
Playing tricks with you in that jungle,
I was like, this is incredible. This is the best thing I've ever watched. But yeah, you
So
can
nice.
act, you can sing,
Well,
triple threat.
So nice to see you guys.
Yeah, you sure?
Lovely to see you guys again.
Thank you,
Thank
Dave.
you.
Thank you
Thanks,
very
Dave.
much.
Best of luck with it. Can't wait.
Thank you.
And we'll be ringing you for free tickets as well. JLS is The Club is Alive 2025. Hit stores on
Thank you
sale
for
now.
visiting
Still to
our
come.
This Morning YouTube channel. We upload new content every day, so go ahead, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss out, and we'll see you in the morning.